Hey guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Leaks and Theories. Today we got a little bit to go through, including some Trump tariffs, and we've got leaked Pokemon news. That's the whole point of the series. But hopefully you should see something interesting here. I've been doing YouTube for a while now, and I'm very happy with where I am. But I do want more, and I want 5,000 subscribers, more specifically by the end of the year. Any help to get that will be greatly appreciated. Mainly, you can subscribe. This would really help bump that number up. But the best thing you could do as well is also like the video. This will push the video out to more people, getting more people subscribing, and that would be fantastic. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Enjoy the video. I know, kicking things off with a Trump tariff. This has obviously been a bit in the news recently. Regarding Pokemon, obviously it's been in the news in general, but this isn't a political channel. This is surely just about Pokemon, typically, and basically, but Trump is affecting Pokemon at the moment, and Trump has announced a new 25% tariff to all Japanese imports to the United States starting August the 1st. Physical Switch 2 games, or Switch General, are imported from Japan. If the tariffs were to stick, the Nintendo games will become 25% more expensive to the United States. As a British man, boy, whatever you want to call me, this doesn't affect me. Honestly, couldn't really care less. But I know a few people, probably about 4 people, do watch these from America. So if you are watching from America, unlucky. Looks like you're going to be buying digital. And yeah, it's going to be a case of they're going up 25%, which normally is not so bad, but with the price of some of them now, Mario Kart could be $100, which is insane. And quite frankly, it's already expensive enough. So either Nintendo are going to have to take a hit in regards to the profit they make, or they are going to have to upscale the price significantly. I wonder what's going to happen. With these leaks of theories, I like to put a trivia question in. And this one is, which Pokemon can naturally learn more moves by leveling up than any other Pokemon? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll pin and heart the first one. Okay, moving on. We've got Soul Silver Art. And what they have been kind of coming out and saying is that they were sent this by a friend who has the director of Pokemon Champions on LinkedIn, because all the reliable sources come from LinkedIn. And to be fair, by the looks of things, it is his actual account. I'm sure this is the bloke who made Pokemon Champions. That's absolutely, I'm sure that's real, but this is obviously him as the director. And it does this new project, unannounced title, currently present, and then Pokemon Champions is also there as well. So, kind of realistic. It can be faked. But the crucial news is he's moved on to a new project, and as LinkedIn says, he's worked on Champs until June 2025. So he recently given up, shall we say, on Pokemon Champions. And this could suggest that it's now finished completing, being developed, and is in testing phase. Now, obviously, doesn't mean it's going to come out anytime soon. It's going to be tested, and any bugs or anything along those lines will be fixed. Many people think it could be Shadow Drop, at the Pokemon Presents coming up. Obviously, that's in, what, 2 weeks now? I can't wait. And also, potentially even at Worlds. It would be very interesting to see what happens. And also, what games are you working on now? So many Pokemon games it could be, but we're getting ever so slightly closer to Champions. And I genuinely am very excited for Pokemon Champions, so I'm quite intrigued to see how good it will be, because it's going to be the new hub of Pokemon battling, and this is how I'm going to become the best battler of all time. Okay, moving on over to Central Leaks now, and they have come out and said a very cryptic tweet. They said Gen 7 Chicken Chan, Gen 10 Jellyfish Chan, which means nothing to me, but I have read through the comments. Blaze Incineroar has said, talking about Generation 10 now, are you trying to make people expect the Gaia reveal this July, which is the code name for Gen 10? And then Light has come out and said, too early to say this, my friend, but a lot of people are kind of confused by this, but this person has said Chicken Chan was a nickname for the Gen 7 female protagonist. This means Gen 10 female protagonist will probably have a hat slash hair slash whatever that resembles a jellyfish. This doesn't particularly bother me per se, myself personally, but I thought it was quite interesting to kind of talk about. Bit of a slow news week, but also at the same time, it could be some potential leaks about a female protagonist for Generation 10, more information being leaked out for Gen 10, getting closer. We're going to see something this July? No. Finishing off, we've got the Hidden Power podcast, and I think I've used them before, and they do come up with quite fun leaks. Reliable is a different question, but definitely fun. And what they have kind of said is they've got new Pokemon Presents rumors that have surfaced detailing the up-and-coming July 22nd show, with Legends Z-A detailed trailers and more. So they said Pokemon Champions will be shown, but no release date as of yet. More Pokemon Champions news will drop at Worlds as well. Megan Dragonite and Crazy Absol shown. Crazy Absol is a little bit weird. I don't really understand what that could exactly mean, but I guess we'll find out if it's real. and more Legends Z-A story reveal. I must stress this has come from a 4chan post. As you can see in the bottom right there, this was a 4chan post, so take it with a grain of salt. Realistically, probably not going to mean anything, but it's a little bit more realistic than one of the ones we've shown before because it's not as crazy. But they have said something fair because we did have this big, huge 4chan post that was kind of leaked a few days ago, and I'll show you just a brief little screenshot. Like this is zoomed in as well, so like it's huge. Like I'm not even going to bother going through it, but they have done the pleasure, because it's not just Pokemon. They have done the pleasure of kind of taking out all the stuff and just doing the Pokemon news only, because it's got news about different games as well. So a new Nintendo Direct rumor has surfaced detailed in a July Direct that includes classic Pokemon games coming to the Nintendo Switch Online. So they said a black and white legendary teaser is going to be coming out. So they potentially think it could be a remake. Like I said, this has come from 4chan posts, so this isn't them saying it. This is just them reporting the Pokemon news in regards to this 4chan post. So if it's wrong, don't blame them, because I quite like the things they tweet. They're very fun. They also said Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, and Emerald on Nintendo Switch Online. That would be really interesting, because these ones are actually not like the DS. Obviously, the DS had 2 screens. This is just 1 screen, so I don't see why we've never had it before. But it does say Ruby and Sapphire won't be available, which is a little bit confusing. I don't see why they won't be available, apart from obviously copyrights. But then Game Freak own everything. Game Freak / Nintendo, I guess, own everything. So maybe it's a strategical move. I don't really know in that sense. But that is what they're saying, and I think it's really interesting to look through. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have a nice day. Goodbye.